Hi everybody, welcome back. You are watching Philosophy with Kiriki. The Mind's Garden. You will notice that we have always spoke about magical and mystical gardens in our history. And during a controlled meditation or hypnosis experience, you will often be directed to a garden to begin with. Every mortal being, mysteriously, has their own mind's garden, which in reality is an astral garden, or a garden of the unconscious. While I'm speaking about this, some of you may remember your mind's garden or have one in mind, or maybe you just know what I'm on about in general, or some of you may think I'm just completely bonkers. Either way is fine. People have always visited a garden of sorts in their mind's eye. Each documented garden has similarities, although each is personalised to the individual soul. And through control of the unconscious soul self, you will learn to control the things that you do in the garden, meaning you will be able to control your experience. Ultimately, any passages from the garden are portals, because around the garden tends to be an endless abyss of complete nothingness, although you may feel kind of aware that there's more to it. It sometimes takes a while for some people to discover the portals within their garden, and it tends to be more of an exploration thing to begin with. Most people don't take this garden seriously. Maybe it's just somewhere they have frequently visited in their dreams, or just a nice place to them, but they don't really take it very seriously. Although quite often, if you research things that you have seen in your visual experience in the garden, you will often shock yourself at the truth that can often be found in your visions. Say, for example, you see something in a portal in the garden, as if you have just watched some kind of movie. And until you research what you have seen, you may not believe it. But if you do, you may discover things. Once you have discovered there's truth to the garden, it will blow your mind and you'll want to get back there. But your soul will only show you what it wants you to see. Ultimately, your soul is the boss. Your soul is in control. You are a character of your soul and the infinite essence that is within that. As I said, there are common similarities within these gardens often. People often mention having a fruit tree of some kind, also decorative rocks, and people often mention it having some kind of cottage made from wood. If any of you watching this have your own garden, feel free to comment about it. Personally, I saw the truth in this through past life regressions. During past life regressions, it would always begin as a garden, whether I was directed there or not, and it would always be the same. And I had a beautiful kind of stone bench, and near this there was an apple tree, and it has stone archway portals in my one. And I have viewed many of my past lives from these portals. I entirely believe this to be truth and not my imagination. I researched them. I knew things that I did not personally know before doing these regressions. I saw past lives as if it was a movie and I was watching them. I often had a guide, not in the garden. I was often alone in the garden, but once I had entered through the portals, I often had a guide who would just be with me. The more faith you have, the more you will see. Until you have faith in what you are seeing, it will all be nothing but a dream to you. You will never discover what your unconscious is trying to say to you, and never get the benefits from going to this garden in control of it. But it's your own journey. You will choose to believe or not believe, or do what you like. But if you do gain this capability, all I really have to say to you is congratulations, because you then gained access to the sacred garden, and that's when the possibilities begin. Trust in yourself, believe in yourself. If it feels real, trust it. You can access the garden in meditation, the dream world, or the unconscious. All it takes is practice and faith. See you guys in the next video.